What if the key to success lies in ancient wisdom? Welcome to a journey that takes us back over 2 millenniums, to the heart of India's golden age. Here, we encounter a brilliant scholar and strategist, Chanakya, also known as Kautilya. This wise philosopher was not just a royal advisor but also the author of the Arthashastra, an ancient Indian treatise on statecraft, economic policy, and military strategy. From this vast reservoir of knowledge, Chanakya distilled 20 essential principles known as Chanakya Niti that can guide us even today. These timeless pearls of wisdom touch on leadership, ethics, personal development, and the art of navigating life's challenges. But how relevant are these principles in the high-speed, digital world of today? Can the sagacity of a royal advisor from over 2,000 years ago still hold sway over the trajectory of our modern lives? Let's unravel the wisdom of Chanakya and see how it can guide our life decisions. Starting with the first 5 Chanakya Nitis, we delve into the depths of ancient wisdom. Our journey begins with the first Niti, which translates as, "One should not be too straightforward. Go and see the forest. Straight trees are cut down while crooked ones remain standing." This principle encourages us to be tactful and adaptable in our dealings with the world. It warns against being too forthright, suggesting that those who can bend, like the crooked trees, can survive the harshest conditions. Moving on to the second Niti, it imparts, "As a single withered tree, if set aflame, causes a whole forest to burn, so does a rascal son destroy a whole family." This gem of wisdom emphasizes the impact of one individual's actions on a collective. It brings to light the importance of character and morality, not just for the individual, but for the society at large. The third Niti says, "Consider again and again the following: the right time, the right friends, the right place, the right means of income, the right ways of spending, and from whom you derive your power." This Niti urges us to be thoughtful and considerate in our actions. It promotes mindfulness, suggesting that success comes from careful planning and consideration. The fourth Niti reads, "A wise man should marry a virgin of a respectable family, even if she is deformed. He should not marry one of a low-class family, even if she is beautiful." This Niti, while reflecting the societal norms of Chanakya's time, underscores the importance of virtues over aesthetics. It encourages us to value character over superficial beauty. Finally, the fifth Niti states, "One's descent may be discerned by his conduct, his country by his pronunciation of language, his friendship by his warmth and glow, and his capacity to eat by his body." This Niti speaks to the importance of one's actions in defining their identity. It suggests that it's not where we come from, but how we behave that truly defines us. These principles provide the foundation for a successful life, but let's delve deeper. As we move forward, we encounter more profound teachings. Sixth on our list is the principle that speaks about the power of association. Chanakya Niti suggests that one should save his money against hard times, save his wife at the sacrifice of his riches, but invariably one should save his soul, even at the sacrifice of his wife and riches. This tells us that the soul, our moral compass, is the most valuable possession, and everything else is secondary. Moving on to the seventh teaching, it states, "Test a servant while in the discharge of his duty, a relative in difficulty, a friend in adversity, and a wife in misfortune." This proposes that the true nature of relationships is often revealed during challenging times. Testing loyalty during adversity helps to distinguish genuine bonds from superficial ones. The eighth teaching is a reminder of the importance of humility. It reads, "Pride, anger, greed, and folly should be left behind, for these are detrimental to one's path to success." Chanakya warns us that these 4 emotions can cloud our judgment and hinder our progress. Next, the ninth teaching emphasizes the value of knowledge. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. This suggests that the true beauty of a person lies in their knowledge and wisdom, not their physical appearance. Lastly, the 10th teaching is an insightful piece of advice on decision-making. One whose knowledge is confined to books and whose wealth is in the possession of others can use neither knowledge nor wealth when the need for them arises. This urges us to apply our knowledge in real-life situations and to have control over our wealth. These teachings push us to reflect on our actions and decisions. Now, let's move to the next set. The wisdom of Chanakya continues to enlighten us. Let's delve deeper into the next 5 pearls of wisdom from the great philosopher Chanakya. The 11th Niti tells us that an educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. This principle highlights the importance of knowledge and wisdom over transient aspects such as beauty and youth. It's a reminder that true respect comes from one's intellect, not superficial attributes. Moving on to the 12th Niti, Chanakya advises, test a servant while in the discharge of his duty, a relative in difficulty, a friend in adversity, and a wife in misfortune. This Niti emphasizes the significance of testing loyalty and trust in various relationships during challenging times. It asserts that true character is revealed under pressure. The 13th Niti says, he whose son is obedient to him, whose wife's conduct is in accordance with his wishes and who is content with his riches, has his heaven here on earth. This principle underscores the value of harmony in family life and contentment with what one has. It suggests that happiness and peace are not distant concepts but can be found in our everyday lives. The 14th Niti reads, they alone are sons who are devoted to their father. He is a father who supports his sons. He is a friend in whom we can confide, and she only is a wife in whose company the husband feels contented and peaceful. This Niti emphasizes the importance of mutual support and trust in familial relationships. It implies that relationships are defined not by bloodlines but by the support and love they provide. Finally, the 15th Niti states, avoid him who talks sweetly before you but tries to ruin you behind your back, for he is like a pitcher of poison with milk on top. This principle warns us about the dangers of deceitful people who may appear friendly but harbor ill intentions. As we absorb these teachings, we gain a new perspective on life. Let's explore the final set of principles. In our final set of teachings, we uncover the ultimate truths of life. As we journey into the mysteries of Chanakya's 16th Niti, we are reminded that one's own happiness should never be built on the misery of others. The essence of this teaching is empathy and compassion, fundamental values that should guide every action we take. Moving on to the 17th Niti, Chanakya stresses the importance of time. Time, he suggests, is the greatest healer and the ultimate leveler. No matter how great the sorrow or how profound the joy, time has the power to soften its edges, to make it bearable, to bring us back to equilibrium. The 18th Niti delves into the topic of gratitude. According to Chanakya, a person who is not grateful, who does not acknowledge the good that others have done for them, is worse than a wild beast. This Niti encourages us to always remember the kindness bestowed upon us and to reciprocate it whenever possible. The 19th Niti is a stark reminder of the transient nature of life. Chanakya advises that we should not be overly attached to our possessions or relationships, as everything in this world is temporary. This Niti urges us to be detached, to live in the moment, and to enjoy life without becoming enslaved by our desires. Finally, the 20th Niti tells us that true knowledge is that which leads to liberation. It is not enough to accumulate information. What matters is how we apply this knowledge to free ourselves from the chains of ignorance, prejudice, and fear. With these principles, we are better equipped to navigate the complex journey of life. Let's recap the wisdom we've gathered from Chanakya's teachings. His nitis, or principles, have been a guiding light, leading us towards a path of success and fulfillment. From understanding the value of time to recognizing the importance of good company, each Niti has provided us with a valuable lesson. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often forget the power of silence and the strength in patience, as Chanakya reminded us. He taught us about the significance of self-control and the necessity of learning from our past mistakes, lessons that are timeless and universal. Applying these nitis to our daily lives may seem challenging, but remember, they serve as a compass, guiding us through life's ups and downs. They remind us to stay humble, to be diligent, and to never stop learning. With the wisdom of Chanakya, we can make better decisions and strive for success in all aspects of life.